social entrepreneurship course, and the last part of the course was a consulting project.
Okay.
So even though a student may not really know much about social entrepreneurship, but just in terms of the NGO also it gives a fresh perspective, and for the student also it's a great experience.
So this is like going to an organization
yes.
and working?
Yeah.
Or doing your own
not
project?
working as such, just engaging with the organization as a consulting client, and you create a consulting project for a specific issue. Let's say, for example, the organization that we did a consulting report on was an art space. They had a space they wanted to, showcase young artists, but they didn't know how to make it financially feasible, or just some issue that you don't have time to focus on.
Yeah.
Just give that issue to the students and engage with them 3-4 times via email, or maybe meet once, and they have a specific time limit, of course. And then they come up with a consulting report,
okay,
which may or may not be useful to you, but it helps the students a lot.
Okay.
You want to change us and all sorts of stuff.
So I understand.
From
Yeah.
Ashoka's side, we have a special program where we have entrepreneur in residence, so we have a fellow in residence. So we actually try and facilitate and get you across the spectrum. So I'm not speaking of entry-level interns, which is speaking at a different level. I'm speaking of strategic mid-career professionals who come at the lateral level from a sector that you really want, or from a specific point that you want. So let's assume you want strategic inputs. So probably we might have someone from McKinsey, we might have someone who's working higher in Vodafone, who's agreeing to give a couple of months, move out of Vodafone and actually come and sit with you and work with you on your strategy or something on your expansion. So we have that kind of programs that Ashoka facilitates. And that's where probably it would be a good idea if you have those kind of requirements. I mean, specifically when we speak of integrating with interns.
Yes.
From what you are speaking of and interns at the student level, again there are ways to smooth it out, and there are some fellows who actually really done internship programs very well and have sorted out. So probably this platform could be used to establish collaborations there, within having a discussion here of someone who might have a good experience and being able to sort out fellowship program very well, figuring out what are the intake processes, what is the goals you celebrate, goals you create, goals they deliver. So it could not be one-sided. It should not necessarily be only useful for the intern, because that's not the approach that we would, any one of us want. None of us have that much time to invest. So these are a few options and alternatives available at platform.
MBA students or students of development studies who come and help with business plans of self-help groups, that sort of thing. At the same time, we've had bad experiences, people coming with second, they need rehabilitation, they have to be chained to heterosexual. That's why I asked you very clearly, will you be making it mandatory to run these outputs past the NGOs? I mean, I really don't want people to come into my organization and disrupt it, instead of smoothing out the operation. I don't know whether I'm making myself